What's up, Gratified Grads? Welcome to Random Wednesdays on Gratified Grad, where it's my goal to help you graduate with gratification. This video is going to be a backstory to last week's Random Wednesdays video. So, one, I am so happy that me sharing my journey through therapy was helpful to so many people. I also want to take a step back because I shared with you all my journey to therapy. I shared with you my journey through therapy, but I did not mention my journey to therapy. So it took me a very long time to actually go to therapy. I believe it took me 13 years. So I've had the thought of going to therapy in my mind for 13 years. And yeah, I just hadn't gone. I mean, of course, we all know in the Black community what the stigma is around therapy. And if you watch my other video, the first thing that I said that when I was talking to my therapist was I told her my reservations. I told her, why it taken me so long to go to therapy to begin with, and my concerns with going to therapy. So that was literally like the first thing that I addressed with my therapist. I in the meantime though of me not being in therapy, I had gone to a number of different things. So I joke and say that, I did everything I could around therapy to the point where, okay, my last option is I have to go to therapy at this point. Like, I've done everything that I possibly could do. I read tons of books about personalities, about people. I took psychology courses. And I took a psychology course in undergrad, and I took a psychology course in high school. I go to workshops and activities. Like, I did a mask workshop, and I'm actually looking at the mask I made now, where it was to be a reflection of yourself, but instead of you feeling like instead of trying to verbalize it, you paint it on a mask. And so I'm just going to show y'all the mask really quick. So, like, I've done all sorts of kinds of activities that aid in me understanding myself in just different ways for me to figure out how to express myself and understand the logic in my brain and unlock those things that may not be verbal yet. I also went to CAPS Hack. So Penn State has like workshops and, little things that you can just show up to that you don't necessarily have to register or like put your name down in the system. And so because those like were things where like I wasn't signing myself up for something, or like they didn't have a paper record to them, I would go to those things. And so yeah, I said I would read books. I took courses. I think I also took a sociology course at one point too. I talked to friends who had gone to therapy. I have a conversation within the first season of Gratified Grad where I have a conversation with Tori. I'll link it in the corner here, where we talk about her finding her therapist and how she has used therapy to help her through life. And so, I do all of these things to get myself more comfortable and at least in the realm of therapy. And then what really just hit it off for me was last year, during the pandemic, when there was Zoom bombings, I was given the opportunity to have a conversation with, I believe it's termed like a licensed therapist. But essentially she was a CAPS therapist, Dr. Courtney Tucker. I'll link her video here as well. But I got to have a conversation with her, and the discussion was around, healing and coping with everything that was going on at that time, in particular, everything that's still going on now, to be honest. So that was like a deeper level into it, right? Because I was having a one-on-one conversation with a therapist, and actually it got to a point to where she really did start to dig deeper into me, and it became a pretty personal session that I'll just be honest, like, I was not ready for. Um, and then continued on, and I had more conversations with other friends who were also trained therapists, and I landed a mentor who decided that she would, and I think she knew this when she took me on, that she was helping me get to a point to where I felt comfortable going to therapy. We would talk like once a month and just chit chat. I feel like she was giving me like very low grade therapy sessions. Um, we just weren't calling them therapy sessions for my sake, of course. But I honestly feel like she was giving me very low grade therapy sessions. And I kind of realized that at the time, but you know, I let her help me. I let her allow me to be comfortable with this idea. And I just kept getting closer and closer and closer to this idea of therapy and going to therapy. And then, I got to a point to where I told her, I was like, I'm scheduling an appointment, a real therapy appointment. And I did it. And the rest is her story. Her story. So yeah, if you haven't seen the video where I talk about my journey through therapy, go ahead and click it. It'll be at the end of this video, or it may be on the screen right now. Thank you for sticking with me throughout this journey of graduate school, and I hope that my experiences are helping you have a better graduate student experience. Check the description box. I don't know if you all know, but Gratified Grad is expanding. We have an online shop now. I have t-shirts, water bottles, not yoga pants, jogger pants, leggings, mugs. And then I also sell tea. So y'all know we have tea time with Letitia on Fridays. And I created my tea blends. So if you want to purchase any of those things, there's actually two links. There is a gratifiedgrad.big cartel link, and then there's also a Teespring link. So check out the Teespring link for the clothing apparel, and check out the Gratified Grad Big Cartel link for the teas and the limited edition mug. So, I hope y'all didn't just hear my stomach. All right, y'all. I'm finna go. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.